I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. Now, Wumi wants us to have sympathy. She wants us to show sympathy. She wants us to come around her, pray for her, encourage her. You see, Wumi has presented herself as the victim. All of a sudden, MOHBAD does not matter anymore. It is Wumi that matters. I don't know where these people came from. Wumi and her family, I don't know where they came from. They are nobody in Nigeria. I think the reason why this is so is the empathy shown by people because of MOHBAD. They donated money. They screamed and said they want justice. Wumi saw all of this. She was so happy. She called her grandmother, called her mom, called her sister and said, oh, thank you people so much. This diabolic power in our family is so strong. Imagine how it worked on people, worked on Nigerians, worked on those that are not Nigerians, worked on them. And they thought that's how it's going to be. They thought this was the end of it. They thought they had done their wicked act and it will be covered up. Recall that MOHBAD's father, if you've not watched that video, please do. It's the video before this one. MOHBAD's father said when the corpse of MOHBAD was exhumed, when the body of MOHBAD was exhumed, what we found is not just a piece of cloth. Inside of that piece of clothes, tied inside of that piece of cloth is a charm. It's a charm. A demonic, devious, wicked charm. They've already packaged certain things, maybe the nails of MOHBAD and some other things that they cut off from his body when they finished what they did when he was at, in his home then, before they put him under the staircase. They already passed this down to Wumi's grandmother so that they can all fix what they need to fix. They prepared the concoction, packaged the whole thing, and they wrapped it up. They called the spirit of MOHBAD into that particular. The thing is like a small. You saw it yesterday. If you've not watched that video, please do. They called the spirit of MOHBAD into that thing. It's called Ado in Yoruba land. That's what MOHBAD's father said. That they called the spirit of MOHBAD inside of it, tied it up, and Wumi was asked to throw it in the coffin. This is supposed to be used to cover up the wicked acts of Wumi. This was supposed to spiritually shut and cage the spirit of MOHBAD. This is what they believe in. This is what they thought. They have been doing this wickedness for a long time. So it's something to them that needs no trial and error. No, this is something that they've done. You recall what MOHBAD said. Your family has been doing this for a long time. This will mark the end of your witchcraft. It will mark the end of your wickedness. It will mark the end. This is what MOHBAD said. MOHBAD knew, but somehow he could not get out. He couldn't get out. He couldn't get out. He could not confide in his father and stick to his father like that. Please take me to Prayer Mountain or somewhere. And MOHBAD's father too, he was busy, with some other challenges that he was facing as a human being. Now he said he's on the mountain because he can't stay at home. Now he knows that he's dealing with those that are ready to spiritually alienate him, spiritually end him. Now, Wumi wants us to show pity and empathy. Before we proceed further, tap on the subscribe button. If you're just coming across this channel, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say a very big thank you to you for returning and for being here. Your comments are highly appreciated. Justice for MOHBAD and nothing more. To further encourage this channel to do more, kindly tap on the thanks button. Yes, the one with the love shape and love icon and the dollar sign in the middle of it. Tap on it to encourage this channel to do more. This is terrible. People in the Caribbean, people in the US, in Europe, Australia, they got to know about MOHBAD. Not because majority of them understand the language in which MOHBAD often will include in his songs. Some of them, they looked at the lyrics, they checked it up, and they could connect. They are like, what happened? The spirit of MOHBAD that Wunmi thought she could cage, she and her mother and grandmother. He said, my grandmother was the one that gave that piece of white cloth with the thing called Ado, ADO. ADO. Yeah. It was thrown in the coffin. It was handed over to Wunmi to throw in that coffin. They did it, and MOHBAD's father said he asked, and they told him the purpose of that white piece of cloth and the thing inside of it. He said he didn't even know that there was that Ado inside of it. That was later that I got to know that it was not just a white piece of cloth. Wunmi said, that white piece of cloth, I still use it to cover myself. So it's like a remote and a TV. You know how the remote control works. So they threw one inside of the coffin, and the other one, Wunmi covers her body when she sleeps with it to stop the spirit of MOHBAD from justice. But the spirit of MOHBAD cannot be tied. They never knew that MOHBAD's body would be exhumed. They thought they had done all and it is finished. Now she's screaming, she's shouting, saying, please help, I cannot sleep, I cannot sleep. MOHBAD, please bury MOHBAD. MOHBAD's spirit is restless. No, MOHBAD's spirit is dealing with you and your family. MOHBAD's spirit is dealing with you and your family. You people thought you found some demonic, wicked, evil secret. You found some secret. You found some esoteric knowledge. You found some evil, dark knowledge, and you manipulated that, for your own good. But that good became evil, bad, because you people are wicked. Yes. She's screaming now that MOHBAD has to be buried. MOHBAD has to be buried. And I like the stand of MOHBAD's father. He said, MOHBAD will not be buried until DNA is done. I care less about anything. DNA must be done. An autopsy must be presented fully. You know what we've gotten from the autopsy part here and there. They are not willing to give us a robust result. We want MOHBAD's father to bring in professionals. In fact, that's what he wants to do. He wants to bring in professionals that will interpret, they will interpret that result. They don't just, you are not going to give autopsy report with some, unclear, ambiguous medical terms. No, he's going to bring his own professional to check, medical professional to look at that and question and query. After all, it's supposed to be forensic, isn't it? So he's going to do the same. Like, I'm going to check this up. We need to DNA test to be done, and we also need the autopsy to be reviewed. We are going to check. You are not going to cover up. You're not going to redact some part of it and present to us falsehood. We will not work with that. No, not at all. Justice delayed is justice denied. That's the truth. Wunmi is crying, screaming, saying, I cannot sleep. How stupid can you be? What makes you think that we care about your sleep? We don't care about your sleep. You know what happened to that young man. You people know. You called in lawyer, not the father of the child. You manipulated everything. You took the tomb of a lifeless person, of MOHBAD. You stamped it on a piece of paper. The lawyer took it away, and you typed the nonsense called will, the last will and testament. And you think you will sleep. You will not sleep. Confess before it is too late. You are not the only diabolic person. There are people who are stronger, more powerful than your family. Your family is not even powerful. It's just that you know how to trap certain people. Imagine. Imagine you, when Mohbad was alive, you took another piece of cloth that your grandmother and mother gave to you to trap men. You have the tools of wickedness. Your mom, according to your elder sister Karimot, gave you people out to the streets. They empowered you with demonic evil powers, charms. Go into the street and deal with people. Deal with men. Capture them. Capture their virtue. Take. Till today, you still have nothing. Mohbad is the highest that you got. Not even those people that you were laying with. Mohbad is the highest. Not those people that Shekpeteri was telling you to go and meet, doing your local Olosho business. At the end of the day, Mohbad is still the highest. You guys never knew. You already knew you've gone to check about Mohbad. They said it's going to be great. He's a guy, he has this, he has that. So your mom already checked already. And they said that he will be richer in RIP. They already checked. They know how to manipulate things in the spirit. So they said, okay. Now Mohbad said, this boy is not mine. Wunmi looked at herself like, this is the end of the world. I cannot take this child to the father, because the father said this child cannot be where I am. He also has some, I don't know if it's some curse or covenant working in his own life too. He can't have that child with him. If he does, that child will go, because he has been given the position without happiness. He needs something, and that thing, he can get it, but that thing cannot be around him. We have told you to give the child to the father, but you can't, because the father is not even ready. The father is not ready. You know that child is not for Mohbad. If that child was for Mohbad, you would have done DNA, because you cannot even say this is the person. That is how worse it has become. Can you guys believe it? That it's so worse that Wunmi cannot say this person is the one. It can be anybody. So she does not even know who she's going to say, okay, let's take a swab. Countless people, plus those that she cannot even call because she does not have their phone number again. She doesn't even know where they are. And those people will run away. They will say, no, Wunmi, we don't know you. Transformer, we don't know you. We've never, God forbid. In fact, those that had certain things to do with that, many of them now are going on cleansing, spiritual cleansing, because they know they've been contaminated. This is a lesson to you guys. This is a lesson. We are standing by Mohbad's father. He said DNA and autopsy. Justice delayed is justice denied. My son was already embalmed by Mohbad's mother, younger brother. That's Mohbad's uncle. He embalmed Mohbad before the father came. Who does that? They said the reason they did it is because they did not want the father and mother of Mohbad to have heart attack or to collapse upon hearing the bad news. I don't get it. So, the parent of an individual, why don't you, the same brain you have to embalm, the same mind that worked for you to embalm and do all of those, and call the lawyer and call one of your spiritualists. They said they called an Islamic cleric. We don't know if it's even Islamic cleric or Babalawo, Marabu, Dibia. I don't know. I don't know what these people are called in South of Africa. Those, native doctors, or what are they called? Is it doctor? Not even a doctor. Those spiritualists. I don't know what it's called in the Caribbean. Drop in the comment section if you're from the Caribbean. What is it called? Those people that are, in South Africa, those people, they do muti. I don't know if they are called Ibe, or in South Africa or something. Obe, OBEH or something. I don't know if that's what they are called in South of Africa. You brought that one and you brought in the lawyer. That's what they did. That one they brought probably came to take some part of Mohbad's body. Maybe Mohbad's hair, they cut some piece of it, cut nails and all of that to go make that spiritual thing that Wunmi had to throw in the coffin. They want to trap the spirit of Mohbad. Trap the spirit of Mohbad. The lawyer came. This thing was well executed, but they thought it will end that way. No, it didn't end that way. Mohbad's body was exhumed. And here we are today, still saying justice, justice, justice for Mohbad and nothing more. How can you? Why didn't you say, oh, if you were true, you would have said, oh, Mohbad's father, Mr. Joseph, come. It's like Mohbad is sick and he's so stubborn, he doesn't want to go to the hospital. Come. Because it's better you are here. And when you get there, when the man gets there, he will see what the condition is. That's it. But you guys didn't do that. You embalmed him. What was the purpose of the embalmment? And the next thing was for them to direct the body of Mohbad down to where his father is, drop the child lifeless and run away. The next day to prepare for, their rituals. Terrible people. Drop your comment. Justice for Mohbad.